Hey Cancer, Candy here. I know I've been gone a while, but I just wanted to come in and peek at the energies that you guys have going on for January 2021. Let me just see what are the energies surrounding you guys currently. Surrender to the divine, Cancer. Things are happening right now that you actually don't have any control over. And I know it's not helpful for your analytical brain, but you know, it's putting you in a greater path. It's so much with this full moon. It shows me right now that there are so many things just happening at once that there's no way you could possibly control it. But that doesn't mean that things aren't working in your favor, because they really are, you know? So just surrender to what is going on at hand, having to let things go, having to heal, a time for healing. That balsamic moon means that it's just starting. Your healing is just starting. This cycle of healing is just starting, releasing with the conjunction during the winter solstice, along with that full moon on the 29th of December that just passed in your sign. Like, that was a time of purging. It was a time of purging and really recognizing what you need to release. And I'm getting that one of the main things that you had to release was control issues. Nothing is set in stone yet. All right. The energies can go either way, but it just depends on what you do. Right? So as you're letting things kind of fade away and you're having faith that it will work in your favor, you're willing it to go the way that you need to go. But you have to kind of go with the flow of the energies, because change is evident. You'll see that what has started might not finish, and something that you thought was finished may not be a final ending. But everybody's story is not your story, so you have to let people kind of grow as they may and go as they may. And throughout that time, it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to heal. So let me see. What else do we need to know? What else do my Cancers need to know? I know that for sure, I know that this full moon kind of made y'all do some heavy work on yourself. There was a lot of introspection going on, which was good. Okay? It's time to step out of your comfort zone. Like I said, that analytical brain, that having things in control, all of that, that is not what's necessary right now. That's not what's necessary right now. Okay? It's kind of time for you to just hold on with this 4 of coins. Hold on to yourself. Hold on to yourself instead of trying to hold on to everyone else, instead of trying to hold on to everybody's future. Because that's you stepping out of your comfort zone. That's you stepping out of your comfort zone. Being able to just not do a damn thing and kind of waiting for things to put themselves in the boxes that they're going to desire to. All right, so let's look at this surrender to the divine. Let's see what's up. The Queen of Swords. Now, you might have had to cut someone off, someone cut you off, or it's a chance for you to think logically about something. All right? Like, if A and B doesn't equal C in this situation, then fuck that. Fuck it. If it's not adding up to you, then fuck it. It's only logical. Like, it's time to not be in that emotional way of doing it. You know, by you using your analytical, brain, you kind of, you end up being like, okay, that makes the most sense. Whatever this person was telling me or whatever I feel, that makes no sense. But what is happening right now and how I can't change it, and it's only logical for me to just be like, okay, fuck it, I gotta let it be. Even though it's calling you to have some strength, You didn't think that things were gonna happen the way that it did. There was time for a change. You know, there was a time for a purging, and it's actually working out in your favor. Let me see, a time for healing. I'm just gonna clarify all of my cards. Ooh, maybe this is talking about a commitment with a fire sign, okay, that was not balanced. Now, I don't know, you know, because I love Cancer, okay, and I have many placements in Cancer, and so this allows me to know that Cancer doesn't always see how Cancer comes off. We know Cancer to be this really nurturing entity, but sometimes you guys don't recognize when nurture and love comes into like, how do I say, a little domineering. It's a little domineering. People have to do what the hell they're gonna do. People have to do what the hell they're gonna do, and they're gonna do it regardless. Whether it takes them a long time to do it or a short time to do it, or whether you have the recipe for how to do it correctly, oh fucking well. Just because you know what you know, or just because things aren't fully enlightened to them, but your intuition is up, that doesn't mean that you can make a person do whatever that you want them to do. You have to heal that part. You have to heal the part that says, I'm happy when I'm in control of a situation. All these cards is like, you know the truth. Whatever happened in the situation, you really know the truth. No matter what a person is saying. But it also is that cause of like, there's two sides of the story, and then there's the truth. So you know your truth, and that's for sure. But you have to open up to the fact that, and this is the surrender to the divine part, just because it's your truth, that doesn't mean that it's true. You know? If it's dealing with anything having to do with money, it will, if you had to leave a job, it'll take you a little while to find a place that you want to be committed to, but you'll really know what's the right thing for you. If you had to leave because you just had to leave, because you've been through too much with the strength card, because your job took you through too much, oh well, fuck it. You know, it'll take you a while to figure out what's the next thing you want to be committed to, but it's inevitable. You know, as long as you're changing a mindset, and as long as you're changing the need to be stuck in one place, you know. So nothing is set in stone. And what I mean by be stuck in one place is be stuck in one place, one way of thought. I only want to go for this type of job. I only want to go for this type of life. I only want to go for this type of friend. I only want to go for this type of love. It's time to be open-minded, because nothing is set in stone just yet. With this Knight of Swords, it's things that you are kind of like looking at to choose from. You may be dealing with a Gemini. It's not a bunch of things to choose from, but you're being observant in what your choices are. And in a minute, and it's a little bit, this is like the surrender card to me too, or is that the page? The page is usually surrendering. The Knight of Swords is actually fast acting. So it's kind of asking you to pick one. Pick which one. The one you really want. The one you really want is going to be the right way to do it. You know, but it may take some time for that to come through for you. What you really want. Which way you really want to go. You have to make sure that it brings you emotional fulfillment. Job, friends, love, whatever that you're doing in this next space and time has to bring you emotional fulfillment. And it has to make you step out of your comfort zone. Let's see, step out of your comfort zone. It has to be something different than what you're usually into. See, The Six of Cups. Right now, I feel like that's so... You keep looking in the past. Because usually that's like the soulmate thing. And, you know, reviving a relationship. But what I'm really seeing is that it's something that you might have to really walk away from. Or you know, there's a path. You're always stuck in the past. You're always stuck in how things went in the past. Always have stories about what had happened. What had happened is not, it's not serving you. What happened before is totally changing right before your eyes. You know, a situation is totally changing right before your eyes. And then stepping out of your comfort zone means, okay, I'm not going to analyze it. I'm going to go with this flow. People are leaving. I'm leaving people. I'm moving to a new place. I'm moving from job to job. I have to let this happen because it's in the event that I don't, I might lose out on something. That should be your mind state right now, Cancer. So I'm just gonna put some affirmation cards out. You're gonna see what you guys can affirm in the month of January. Right now, I am open for personal readings and I am accepting donations if you would be so kind. All of that information is in the description below. So let's see. Yes, you guys. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. I genuinely feel like this has something to do with work and you've kind of been stuck in a job that really hasn't been serving you for hella long. All right. Or if certain relationships that have been like bringing you down, you know, or if it's somebody you want to reconnect with, it really is not going to take that much for you to reconnect with them or say whatever. You know, usually you're maybe not the person to say I'm sorry or want to try to fix things, but if you feel that strongly on it, or if you recognize, all right, that you've done something wrong, then now's the time. You know, can't always be the one, you know, to be like, oh no, fuck this. I didn't do anything wrong. It's always two sides of the story, and then it's the truth. Spirit wants you to know that. Like, open up your mind frame. Because you might be perceiving a situation so one-sided. Okay, it says, don't live down to expectations. Go out there and do something remarkable. Once again, I truly feel like this is a job situation. If you're leaving your job this month, fuck them. They wasn't paying you enough for the bullshit they took you through. They really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And you know for sure it's not your soul calling. It's probably in the field of what you would like to do, or you're getting closer than ever to a soul calling. But when it says, let's see, surrender to the divine and it's a time for healing, this is the best time to really figure out the next job I apply for probably should be something that I really, really love. With that Two of Cups that came out, you have to really love it, or you really feel like you can grow in it and it really makes you happy. All right? No more settling for less. Okay. That's all. I love you guys. Thank you so much.